Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos now the updates for this Tuesday. Ohaneze adopts new strategies to ensure survival of Igbo in the Nigeria system. Now, the Ohaneze Igbo worldwide, led by Chief Emmanuel Wanyawu, have declared that Igbo man is no longer interested in the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Chief Emmanuel Wanyawu called on Igbo people to revive their culture of community government, that is, town unions, that Igbo man have the capacity, the endowment, the innate ability to develop their own environment and make it workable. That's what Chief Emmanuel Wanyawu was saying. He said, look, as a person, he contested for the president of Nigeria. But because of where he comes from, because of his ethnicity, because of his origin, because he's an Igbo, he was denied that opportunity to govern Nigeria. According to him, he has the qualifications to be the president of Nigeria. But because of his ethnicity, they denied him that opportunity. And he said he has given hope on that presidency. And he has given hope on everything that concerns leadership in Nigeria. He said no Igbo man should not expect development to come to them from Nigeria. Rather, they should strive to develop their region. Let me quote part of his statement. He said, I quote, I ran 3 times for the presidency of Nigeria, but I didn't win. People who have worked with me and my co-workers at every level, from secondary school to university, are aware of my abilities and my qualifications to serve as Nigeria's president. I am aware that my race plays a role in some of it, and that is normal. I still adore Nigeria, and as President General of Ohaneze and Igbo, I have determined that we should move past this Igbo presidency. We have discussed it extensively and have agreed to put it out of our minds. Igbo land places a great deal of importance on the town union culture that the Igbo have. Any aspect of our community, including agriculture, education, culture, and industry, has the potential to develop. In the upcoming 2 years, we have the funds and resources to exercise such leadership. End of quote. This is the statement of Wanyawu, the President General of Ohaneze and Igbo. And we are saying, yes, the Igbo man have the culture of this town union whereby they meet together. Every town union meets once in a year. That's people living in the diaspora and those living at home, we meet once in a year to discuss developmental projects, how to build schools, infrastructure like roads, bridges, hospitals, churches, civic center, even airport. Yes. So these are the things the woman has been doing. And so for on their own accord, these are the things federal government procure for other people in other regions. But since time immemorial, the Igbo man have this republic nature. They gather in their villages, in their communities, in their towns to discuss developments. Even their women are not left out. They have termed their own August meeting, the famous August meeting. The women converge once in a year from all walks of life and from all diverse locations across the world. They come back home to discuss developmental projects of their places where they were married to. Yes, or where they are married to. They discuss about how to develop their community, give scholarships to indigenous students, build schools, maternity homes, and such things like that. Yes, that is the practice in Igbo land, and they pride with it. Even those at home, the men, they gather once in 4 market days to have meetings on how to also galvanize the people to make sure that peace reigns in their community. That is it. To ensure that people have no quarrels with each other The women also do it. Once in 4 market days, they will choose either a market day to be converging at the square, village square or market square, to discuss how to help their husbands, to partner with them, to develop their places, to make sure that the girl child is protected, and to make sure that their children go to school in a very good atmosphere, to broker peace when necessary, and to make, judgments between between themselves. Yes, if anybody has quarrel with each other, they bring it to the table and they discuss it. And so they make sure that nobody is being hurt. That is the Igbo man. That is what they are doing. And that is what Iwanya is saying, that they should go back to it. But the Igbo man has never abandoned it. The Igbo man has never abandoned this kind of lifestyle. It is still there till this moment. They are doing it. Community project is still going on in many communities in the entire Southeast. But what we are saying is this: there is limit to what you can do as a person than as a government. Yes, let me give you an instance now. Sam Bakwe International Airport, formerly known as Imo Airport, was constructed by the Imo people. The old Imo, when Abia State is in Imo State, and some part of Ebonyi State is in Imo. The people constructed the airport because the federal government abandoned the eastern region on their own. So they constructed that airport in the capacity of international cargo airport. But when the government the then federal government came, and it was commissioned as local cargo airport, till today, that place is still regarded as a local airport, whereas it has the capacity to be international cargo airport. So you have seen the limit you can go as a people when the government forces are against you. So that's why we are talking about liberation of our people from the contraption. That is the only way you can bring that even development we are talking about. The entire Southeast have reached their limit in terms of community development. They can't go further. They can only build schools, primary schools, secondary schools, at length university. Okay? Build roads. But there are critical infrastructure that needs, commitment from the international community, that they can only listen to you if you are a government. And when you are not a government, they will not listen to you in that regard. So we need our own state. That is what the Biafrans are saying. To convey the message to Wanyamu, go and talk about liberation of Biafrans from Nigeria, the contraption. That is what should be the assignment of this Ohaneze Igbo. If this Ohaneze Igbo can achieve this by speaking vociferously, vehemently, to discuss the issue of the referendum, nobody is asking for war. Tell the National Assembly members, the senators there, to discuss the referendum. We have state assemblies in the southeastern states. They should raise motions for that, for referendum. That is the only way out. We have reached our limit in community development. We cannot go further. We can only build, we have said it, we can only build primary schools, civil centers, educational facilities, provide books for students, give scholarships, build churches. We can't go beyond that. We have done our limit. The Igbo man has done his best to develop his place since 1970. The nation, the country, abandoned them to their fate. So what else do you want them to do? You want them to do what? They can't go beyond this level. So what we expect anyone to do is to champion the cause of referendum, is to join forces with Biafra agitators to discuss referendum. They should ensure that this House of Reps members, senators, at the National Assembly is talking about referendum at the floor, on the floor of that 10th Assembly. The State Assembly members should raise motions, yes, in their various state assembly regarding the referendum. That is the development we are talking about. That is the only way it can be ensured it can come. Yes. Anything aside this one that will not bring any change, we will still be at the same point, the same place.